Hey everybody, just a quick Twitter video. This is Rob with the 5th of November project. A lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to get the setup a little more professional. I keep saying that every video. Also working on getting more consistent with content. The big thing is um, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mentioned it in the last video um, about how much stuff that Trump is doing, that the Trump regime, if you want to call it that, administration, is a loose term, I think, at this point because they're so far out there. Um, you've got the stuff with the border, the seizing of people, deporting them to, especially a prison in El Salvador. There was a dude from Minnesota, I believe it was. He was a Latino guy with a was a hairdresser, also LGBTQ. They deported him because he had a tattoo that was suspicious. Um, there was another guy that was already a political refugee, soccer player and coach. He was deported as well. They're going to this basically what essentially is a slave labor camp in El Salvador. So that's one thing. We've got the Medicare, Medicaid cuts to also to SNAP. Basically, this Trump trying to undo the social safety net. We've got all the cuts at the different departments that are really starting to mess things up. Especially with, I just saw a report today that the Atlantic hurricane season is going to be nasty, and we cut a bunch of folks at the National Oceanic and Atmosphere Administration. We talked about the weather balloon issue. That those, if I remember correctly, were at least about 20 to 30% of the weather balloon launches, which are essential for updated forecasting, were halted because they cut the people. Um, got a lot of veterans that are losing their jobs. Cuts at the Department of Education, which is really going to hurt folks who kids, especially that need like um, individualized education plans or IEPs. It's a whole process there. Just so much damage they're doing. So tomorrow I'm going to be um, going locally and doing some um, outside of the box. Well, not outside the box, but outside of the normal stuff that I do, protesting. So if I can, I'll video chat that or video some of it. Otherwise, I'll just give you guys a summary tomorrow. Um, but just get out there, resist. Remember, the big thing is um, we got to remember to rise up when we need to, but also we've got to remember to lift up those. We've got to rise up and protect those, including ourselves, who need protected. But we've also got to lift up those less fortunate. Let us not forget the people that are being really victimized by this um, insane regime. I mean, there's just even talk of like, I mean, it's just off the charts. In Florida, DeSantis and the Republicans there are talking about using teenage labor to replace the the illegal immigrant labor that was cut. Which huge shock, when you when you take out all these people that do the jobs that no normal person wants. There's going to be a labor shortage. But of course, they think for some reason that teenagers are going to want to do those jobs. Teenagers should be focused on school, college, things like that. We all need to be picking watermelons or oranges or, whatever the thing is. So just a lot of disturbing stuff. Get out there, continue to call your congressmen. Just keep your fists up, keep fighting. You know, one thing I wanted to note too with the Tesla dealership stuff, um, violence is never the answer. Uh, so be out there, be safe, be smart. You could resist, and you could fight back. But you don't have to be violent, especially with this regime. You don't want to put yourself. I mean, even just doing like a lot of what I'm doing, and just the nonviolent resistance. Just doing this YouTube channel. There's other folks out there. There's tons of people doing YouTubes, Instagrams, resisting. So we all could be in a boat too. So, but keep yourself safe. Don't do anything stupid. I get the anger with Elon. My wife is a special ed teacher. She could be directly impacted by a lot of the cuts. I have family members that are on Social Security. So this stuff impacts everybody. So just keep your heads up. Remember, be smart and resist, but don't do anything stupid to get yourself in trouble or give them a reason to make an example out of you. Everybody, take care. Love you guys.